Geez, it feels like it's been a while since I've done an analysis. In reality, it's only been an extra week, but that's because I've pumped out some other videos in the meantime. I was going to do a Caspian video, which was requested, but Barraza started blackmailing me, so I've got no choice. You may have heard it one way or another, but I'm becoming a Barraza main and dropping Nye. That's why I'm making this video, of course. One of the main reasons behind it is just because the 3 speed, 4 dex isn't cutting it for me. At least Barraza didn't have any stat requirements to make him viable. Cody Travis also won BCX 2021 with him, so you have permission to call me a wannabe. Although, don't. Anyways, this isn't about my mains, it's about Barraza himself. My mains was fairly underrated before patch 6.01, but once Cody won BCX with him, his play rate just skyrocketed. Everyone and their mother is playing Barraza now, and even I am. He's definitely one of my best legends currently, next to another couple of picks. First, let's look at his SIGs. While they can be risky to use at times, they can absolutely destroy. Accent Sig, you already know what's happening. This is definitely one of his more used SIGs because of the ward potential. It can kill really early and isn't the easiest SIG to punish. I'm due to say it's his best Axe Sig, although his other SIGs don't disappoint. Side Sig might be a bit predictable, easy to dodge as well. Using it in a couple of specific ways can work pretty well too. That is, gravity cancel coming back onto stage, or maybe going off stage and forcing your opponent off stage as well. It's a pretty solid SIG when you know how to use it. If not, prepare to be punished. Down Sig is like Nash, Jaehyun, and Hattori's down Sig. You go backwards and then use your attack in front of you, usually where you were standing before. These SIGs are almost never good, but I've gotta say, for Barraza it's actually a really good SIG. The hitbox is much more forgiving compared to the other SIGs similar to it and can be used pretty well for edgeguarding. Seriously, all his Axe SIGs go nuts. Blasters don't go as hard, but are still good enough to get the job done. Insig can be used good with downlight or neutral light depending on how smart your opponent is, or it can even just catch people from above. It hits in an angle blasters usually can't hit in, so if someone is abusing that angle, it's not a bad idea to use the SIG. Side SIG can be pretty slow. It takes a long time to recover if you don't hit it. Besides that, there aren't many downsides about it. The force is pretty good, the best on it is blaster SIGs, and can kill pretty early. Since it lasts a while, I could see it being good for team combos too. Down SIG might be the same way. It might be its worst blaster SIG, and while it isn't too bad, it's still not too great. It kills around the same percent as downlight recovery, and downlight recovery might be safer to do for roof kills. Again, you could do it, but I see other moves working superior to it. Overall, I gotta go with Barraza's Axe game. You can get super early blows, and with this current state of the game, Axe is a top tier weapon. Blasters can still do a crazy amount, but not as easily. Barraza's skins are very mixed, and I'm sure my choices for them might upset some people. We have Wraith, Heartbreaker, and Metadev in God tier. Metadev is my favorite skin of his, and currently my main setup, and Heartbreaker and Wraith are also really good skins too. Pretty Good has Nemesis, Slasher, and Shark Heart Barraza. These skins are pretty unique, they look awesome, and give a cool twist to Barraza's style. Mid tier, holding just a Amun Raza, is the same way, but just not as good looking. Med tier has Razorback and Sawed Off Barraza. I feel as if these two skins could be passed as default Barraza skins if someone didn't know which was which. Color swaps are meh, and weapons are bland. Then Get Out tier is Rick. Come on, it was a bit obvious. The skin is just straight up boring. The SIG effects are incredibly boring as well, and that's just facts. This is going to get a bit lengthy. Tier list wise, out of SA, B, C, and D, I want to place Barraza in low A tier. Just a tad, teensy little tiny bit under the average. Barraza is by no means bad. He's got Axe, an S tier weapon this current patch, and Blasters, a weapon that can be used to its full potential if used right. He's got damn good SIGs that, to be honest, I don't see people use a whole lot. Definitely not a reason people play him, I'll tell you that. But they're still super satisfying to hit. I will say, his stats are extremely good. Unless you're a speed goblin who needs like 7 speed or higher to play the game, you'll love Barraza's stats. 6 attack, 8 defense, 4 dex, and 4 speed. It's similar to 9 in a way. See why I switched to Barraza now? Being able to live for so long and kill so early feels so satisfying. Anyways, you don't really need to run a specific stance on Barraza. Defense takes out of attack. If you want to live forever, go for it. Speed takes out of defense, which if you need more speed over defense, then that's understandable. And attack takes out of dex, which is my preferred stance, as dex isn't useful for blasters or axe. All I can say is, please don't run dex stance. That leaves you with 3 speed. And unless you're me, you'll probably get shred like cheese. So, before this patch and before BCX, Barraza had a play rate of around 1.30% to 1.40%. He wasn't played that much just because of his design and weapon combination. Like, seriously, why else do you think Nash isn't played? I can guarantee you if Crocky won a tourney or even BCX with Nash, his play rate would skyrocket, if not at least increase a noticeable amount. Of course, this isn't about Nash, it's Barraza. I'm glad such a respectable legend got the recognition they needed. Now, if only we could have that happen with a lot of other underrated legends. but that's a dream that may never come true. In the end, Barraza is super rad, and as of now, I don't plan to swap with him. I'm dead serious, I do main him now. I've played him for 2 days straight and got him from level 19 to 25. I even reached near 2100 with him after not doing so with Nye for a good 2 to 3 ranked seasons. It's a bit nuts. If you haven't hopped on the bandwagon with playing Barraza, then I've got to say, you could just for the hell of it. He can be super fun if you know how to use either or both weapons, fun sigs, and so on. It definitely beats playing a legend that everyone hates. And even though that's objective, when's the last time you've heard someone say Barraza is their least favorite legend? I'll wait. That's what I thought. Either way, that wraps up this week's legend analysis. I'll be back on track with legend analysis throughout the weeks, and if I stop again, I'll gladly let you all know. Thanks for watching, and keep on brawling.